welcome back to my channel. ILLIT is back with It's Me. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Ooh, interesting. Nice change to the pre-chorus. This part really builds nice. Ooh. Oh, okay. What a fun drop. That was a fun transition. This pre-chorus is really nice. Ooh. It's me. Okay guys, we have to talk about this. This was such an interesting concept, and I think that they did it in such a clever way. So, you know, I wanted to talk about the lyrics because I think they're really important, and I think because the song is a fast-paced song, you know, it's more of a techno song, it really flies by quickly. If you don't pay attention to it closely, then it could kind of get the message of the song maybe doesn't come across quite as quite as clear. So I want to go through them because I think that's really important. But first I want to talk about the instrumentation. The beat at the very beginning was so fun. It was so interesting to listen to. And then we get into that pre-chorus. The vocal there was so amazing. I really love how they did that. And then the chorus with the who's your bias, I'm your bias, repeating that really builds until you get the fun drop with It's Me. And I love how it kind of pulls away with the transition going into with the laugh going into the second verse. And then again, it just repeats kind of the same idea as the first verse, but it builds in tension because there's more instrumentation and everything coming on. And the choreography was so unique. I loved there was a couple of slow motion aspects to it. Also, the deadpan faces made it even better if you think about what's being said in the lyrics. So let's just talk about them. So the intro is who's your bias, I'm your bias. It repeats, right? In verse 1, I'm the one, I'm your idol, your steady likes. You're just a loyal fan, secretly watch you with a fan account. I want honesty, don't lock me in a jewelry box. So it's one of those things where it's because I'm an idol, you're a fan, but you put me in this place. This is the place that you put me. I'm irreplaceable, more precious than Prada, the noisy neighborhood next door. Why are you wandering there again? So it's one of those things where it's questioning what is happening, right? And then it goes in the chorus, who's your bias? I'm your bias. Keep going on. Okay, and then I love the It's Me part. And then, hey, just say I'm your fave. That's the transition with the laugh, which I really liked because it created there was a pause, and so it made you how do I want to put it? It made you like wonder what's going to come next, which I really liked. I yelled, "You're hilarious. Oh my, my, my. Standing by like a tortilla. Why? This immature crush ain't no joke. It can't. So frustrating. Post me on your gram." Which, again, I think they're talking about like being an idol and the things that they face and the things that people wonder about, and, you know, kind of how no idols personally, right? Because of K-pop, you know, you can build a relationship in I think a more personal way, because, you know, there's fan signs and fan meets and video calls and that kind of stuff. So I think it does create a different sort of relationship, but it's still, you don't know that person. Like, they're still like gonna not share everything with you. And then we have the pre-chorus: "On the sphere, electronic billboard, initials lettering of couples, post it as a headline on our school bulletin." So basically just like show your fandom off, like show like you want to talk about us, right? And so what this really made me think of the entire time, especially because of how fast it was the basically being an idol, like everything being fast paced, nothing seems to stop. It just keeps going by and by and by. You don't have a chance to breathe. They don't have a chance to act themselves, which I think is why a lot of the times they were pretty deadpan. But at the same time, they're held to a really high standard, right? And it's like some people have said, like, have claimed that it's like they're I think it feels like they have to be perfect, right? And not act themselves, and they're basically like suffocated by all of this kind of thing. And I think, again, this is with the techno part, like how it like just rushes by and everything. They don't even have like a chance to breathe or anything, right? And I think this is really interesting too, how they came from their different concepts. Like at one point, I mean, if you think about like "I'm not cute anymore," like attempting to grow up, right? So I think they talk about idol life a lot in their songs, and maybe we don't always see it, but I definitely think that they're trying to make a point in their songs, like they're growing up, they're maturing as artists. And I find it really interesting, and I didn't expect this kind of song to give such a deep meaning, but I think it really does. I think you can really interpret that as like a lot, especially based off the lyrics. So I'm really curious what you guys thought about this though. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the MV? Mine was definitely, like I said, it was fun and catchy, but having that underlying meaning I think was so interesting. And also I really loved the kind of robotic choreography it had to it. Really made me think of like, you know, being controlled and that kind of thing, which idols so often are. So tell me your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.